Hey everybody, Green Hand for episode 3 today. Today we are not on my porch, we are out in the park area kind of. I'm going to be using a tree behind me to make a tarp shelter. It's an idea I had. I'm going to try out today and we're going to see how this goes. So today, survival tool number 1, as always. We also have tarp that we're going to use for the shelter. I have these really basic metal tent stakes that I'm going to use today. I'm not just going to stake the ends of the tarp down. I'm kind of stretch it out a little bit. I don't want the ends of the tarp directly on the ground. I'm on a pretty heavy slope going this way right now. So we're going to try and work with that, see how that goes today. So yeah, paracord, as always, survival knife. Let's go. Tarp's a lot bigger when you hold it out. It's going to be a big shelter. So first I'm going to take one of these corners and tie some paracord to it and then string that to one of the branches in the tree. So I'm just going to cut some of these here to about arm's length so I have some room to work with, and yeah, tie this up in the tree. So I just tied a few simple knots up there. One to tie the strings together, and then this one here, the little loop, just in case you know, it starts to droop down, it'll catch right there, and that'll be the lowest that'll go, which is still pretty high. I mean, it's above my head, so it's going to be a nice one. It's going to be a nice one. So now that the main part's up, we are going to stretch out the back, and because that's uphill that way. And then if it were to rain in a survival situation, rain's going to go downhill, and that would be out the door, so to speak. Yeah. Kind of windy. So I'm going to temporarily take a stake, hold it down from the wind. So I think now I'm going to take one of these stakes to the side and tie the side corner down, and then work on tying the other side corner down and seeing where we're at. I'm going to grab another tent stake. Cut off a little more rope, not as long, because obviously I'm not jumping up in a tree this time. Just going to use about, what is that, 2 feet maybe? And that's just so I can save the rope. Got my rope cut. something I'm just now finding out. My tarp is not a square. This should be interesting. Guess I should inspect my equipment before I use it, huh? Second side tied down. So here's what we got, and I mean, it's up. You can go under it for sure. I mean, quite a nice little bit of space in here. Not really. Pretty low. Kind of sitting, and I'm barely inside of the shelter, but better than nothing. And then we have this in the back. Quite a bit of extra tarp. Very rectangular tarp. So obviously this wouldn't do. This is not the type of shelter one should make with this type of tarp. But for a quick setup, this probably took me 45 minutes. I didn't expend too much energy. I still don't know if I would call this a good structure. So, I mean, I'm in the shelter, covered. I do have some space. With the wind blowing, it gives me more space. But I don't feel very protected at all. Closed in on me. Yeah, and I think we're definitely going to go back to the drawing board with this tarp for sure. Got to check it out and see. New ideas, new experiments.